Got the mic. The mic is on. The mic is on. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful titties everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful titties everywhere.
Yep, this is not safe for work in any way possible that you could ever think of in advance.
Okay.
Well, since we're already on, Welcome everyone to the SDC Wall Street Silver live stream NotABot contest. Woo! Take off your pants. No, don't do that. Yes, you should. If you're at work, definitely do that. We are here with the beautiful GG Bullion and the magnificent Mountain Bullion Entertainment. Hello everyone, and of course, the illuminated one that's floating right there with his unique scenery in the background. And we are going to go over the contest. We have everyone's entries right here in the mess of stuff that you probably can't even see everyone's names. But they are right there, 127 entries. Damn, what a big penis. That's right, it was a big penis. 79 entries on SDC. And how many from Wall Street Silver? Oh, slacking, 48, but still really good. Welcome everyone. Hello. Let's start off with GG. What is up, man? The beautiful man of the hour.
Oh, I am doing wonderful. How are you? How is everyone?
Everyone is beautiful, most likely. I would believe so. What about Mountain? What are you doing?
It's great to be here. It's great to see silver over 28, and we got a whole bunch of entries. So this is going to be a fun contest.
Yes, you are correct. You're very correct. Illuminated one. What do you got?
Well, I had nothing planned for this. I am just here to support both communities and, congratulate, who wins from this. I think there is a specialness to this bar, that 4-ounce silver bar that people will win today. And I just wish all the entries good luck.
Speaking of contest, what's this contest about, boys? Do you want to talk about Illuminated, or do you want to talk about a GG? Player's choice.
I think let's both talk about it. First of all, NotABot contest. We hosted. This is the 4th round of NotABot, and at the end of the day, what does it mean? It means we get to verify real people and further out those Fed shills and bots within our community by distinguishing who the real apes are. And everyone this year, or this round, should I say, got invited to a real ape chat where they get to basically participate in a giant group chat of all their with all their buddies that are also verified real. And I think that's really cool. And now we get to host the prize drawing for this 4-ounce bar of silver that I think is very special. But now let's have GG talk about the specialness of this bar, though.
Well, it certainly was made by a very special individual, that being myself.
That's right. Beautiful man.
But, so this bar is probably a hair over 4 troy ounces. It's a good one, and this is made out of all the little spills and scraps of fine silver that I have collected over the past, I don't know, aside from when I poured it, the 8 months or 6 months prior to that. So it's got some from the Kitty Wall Street Silver Troy round. It's got a little bit of that in there. It's got a little bit of hexagon silver in there. It's got a little bit of 20 different types of stuff. And it just happened to, I'm glad it came out to a nice even number of 4 ounces. It's a little bit over 4 ounces. I don't know exactly how much. Haven't weighed it in a little bit, but it's at least 4 ounces, which I was pleased by. So yeah, stamped that up, and so yeah, this has been 6 to 8 months, something in the making for that bar.
So this is basically the hodgepodge of everything you've worked on in that time frame.
Yep. All the little over pours or little spills that I've collected, or little whatever 5 grams left in the crucible, all mixed together. So it's all that stuff.
It's like a fruit salad.
it very much is like a fruit salad. You know, you can do a lot of things with it. You can throw it at people. Like, you can do a lot with it.
Maybe
It might hurt more than a fruit bowl if you were to throw it at someone.
That is true. You could most likely kill a child with it, or a grown man.
or close or spouse or who knows, you know.
Yeah. I would suggest ingesting it, like just eating it. Yeah.
Or just holding it in a bowl.
Yeah, you could do a lot with it.
It could just show and, preserve your purchasing power. Just
Yeah,
keep your head
Yeah,
in
just do
proportion.
that.
Mhm.
Just do that. All right.
And in U.S. dollar terms, it's worth more than it was when this contest started, I suppose. So
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, over the past week and a half, it's definitely worth more now than when the contest started, for sure. Let's do a quick shout out. Culture of Currency, Mark, Florida, Gnomes of Luna, a beautiful man as well. RTJ, Ron's Basement jumped in for a second. He has to get back to work, so good seeing you, everyone in here in the live stream hanging out. Now, prizes. How many prizes? What order you guys want to do this?
So we're basically going to be pulling for one prize, which is that 4-ounce bar. But we're going to be pulling 3 names because, in my experience and others that run contests, people don't want it for some reason, and then we have to choose somebody else in the end. So to make sure that doesn't happen, then we have second and third choices, backups for that. We're going to pull 3 names, but everyone is going to be getting some stickers that we do draw the names of. So everyone's a winner in those 3.
All right, so the first name that gets drawn, that's the ultimate winner. They do not claim it, let's say, in 7 days. Otherwise, we'll forget. Then we'll have to backtrack and find.
We'll
find
contact you immediately, right after this. 7 days, then we'll move on.
real quick before we start, the chat is saying turn the voices up or turn the music down.
Okay,
Because
music's
it's hard to
going.
hear us or something.
Music's going down a little bit more. That should be better. How's that?
Mhm.
Unless chat's trolling us, but it's
Gnomes,
fine.
Gnomes is always
Probably a
trolling
mixture of
us.
both.
It's probably both.
Okay.
That should be good. I believe that should be good now. All right,
Mhm.
cool. All right, so first we'll do the drawing right now, and then we'll have the 2 runner-ups. The runner-ups get a little bit of spice either way. What does Culture of Currency say there? You're plenty. You're good, man. You're good. But since we don't have this is the new wheel of dystopia now. So this is the new wheel. I think this was way fucking better to probably use, so we're gonna use this. So
Yep,
let's see if
way
it
more
works
efficient.
and it doesn't crash. So just to be safe, I am gonna copy all these names real fast, just in case it crashes. And it should be good, so let's see what happens. I think it even does like a little animation. This is for all the titties. Ah, there we go.
It's looking good.
One of those trolls. You are the winner. Congratulations.
This
That's
is perfect.
That is a
Alright,
great
congratulations.
username. That is a beautiful username. So I'm gonna. It did work. It did work. One of those
Oh,
trolls.
wow, okay.
All right.
There we go.
But we got to pick 2
Congrats.
more winners, 2 more potential winners, depending on if that's really just a troll and he's not going to claim his prize.
And a neat thing about this website is you click remove, it takes them out of the drawing. So we'll do the runner-up. So I mean, you guys are gonna get stickers, but we'll just see who the runner-up
might
is in
just get
case.
it.
Yeah,
Stickers and special notes. Secret love messages, maybe. Who knows?
woo! Not too old to be fun. Hello, hello, hello. Not bad, not bad. I am going to make sure I'm typing this in because I'm gonna forget, and then I'll watch the live stream again, and then I'll forget to do that, and then it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing, guys. It's just a whole thing. So let me remove that. And let's try one more. If for the runner-up, since you're getting stickers instead, as long as you're not the same name, it should be. Oh, I thought it was gonna be free speech stickers, but it's offbeat bare ass. Beautiful, beautiful. Offbeat, offbeat bare ass. You are a runner-up, runner-up. So you better hope that that first guy, one of those trolls, is asleep at the wheel for the next week. And the other
Congratulations to
guy.
the runners-up.
Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if I can make ourselves a little bigger on the screen. I kind of just like the chaos that's going on here.
Yep, just put us between the boobs. This way we can be the
Oh,
motorboat.
okay, okay. I'm down to put us between the boobs, if that's what that means. Yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, cool. All right, we are organized. And we are there. We're ready to go. All right, so basically,
this is so distracting. You know that, right?
this is how my brain works. Okay, so like, deal with it, guys. Deal with it. This is all that's happening. I don't care what you're talking about. What
This was
eclipse is
complete
blowing up the
oversight.
world.
We just let him do whatever he wanted, and this was an oversight.
This is what happens. This is why I'm not allowed at the bank anymore, or church, or the carnivals. I can't go anywhere. I'm not allowed anywhere.
Just never know what might happen.
You never know.
600 feet from a school.
Not that one. Not that one. We'll see. We'll see though. There's many more years in my life probably. So, what else about the silver price, guys? What else are you liking?
You know, at the rate that it's been increasing, it might go up in value between when they receive it and this contest ends.
That is true. I mean, we're solidly above 28 right now. We closed the day on 28, so now we got a new little floor to play with.
Yeah, it looks like we're at 28.14 right now.
Yeah, and
Gold's
it's
at 2,353.
and shout out to us.
very-
Oh no, go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, no, I'm just very interested to see how this is going to play out because it seems like we haven't had this kind of breakout in silver in quite a while. I mean, percentage-wise, if this plays out like the, whatever, 2002 to 2011 bull run, we'll end up with like 93 spots over, something like that, at minimum. Which
So-
could take years, but
I think at this moment, it's very crucial that we harness silver as though it has testicles and just grab them and push this shit over the hill, over the mountain, and eventually to the freaking moon. Because I think it's going to be the momentum of Silver Squeeze this time around that really does it in for them. And by them, I mean
Yeah.
tampers.
No, I think that you're right, because if we could get a lot of people that just go out and buy, I mean, it would really push it over the top. I mean, the industrial demand this year, of course, this projection came out of the Silver Institute, so take it with a grain of salt, but the projected industrial demand is 690 million ounces. And I mean, so, you know, we're talking about these industries of electronics, jewelry, electric vehicles, solar panels. Solar panels in itself is huge. I mean, the demand for solar alone is going to kind of put a base for the demand that's really high going into the foreseeable future. So I think you're totally right. If there's a big,
It's worse than that. It's completely worse than that, and that could be a reason why Yellen is over there begging in China. Oh please, do not drain our silver. We need it. The United States is 80% or more reliant on silver coming in as an import. We can't sustain the need that the military needs, this industry needs, this modern day needs to deal with these shortages. And there are shortages. The military has been talking about shortages for the last year. There is a problem here, and we have to wake up the masses to it. And it may come down to just us buying and getting enthusiastic about buying like it was 2021 all over again. Or it could be more powerful by spreading this news everywhere to the point where everybody has FOMO, because I think, thank God I have some silver.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that I lost in a boating accident. But I'm happy that I had it at one point before I lost it in that boating accident right now, because who knows, at one point when this when the retailers are just not going to have it because it's getting pushed to the industrialists, when it's that, you know, that to that point where they're picking and choosing. And yes, that is fascism. 100% that is fascism, but I think we're going to see fascism soon when we see who the alliances are between the refiner and the industry.
I think, and I've advocated this for a very long time. And it would be great if we kind of crafted some sort of good propaganda campaign around this to get every stacker get fucking at least 3 people stacking. If we can do that, they lose. Like, we win. It's literally that simple.
It may not even be a stack. Just get a coin. Just to motivate them. Hey, why don't you just take the chance to get 1 ounce? What's the bigger chance, deal with and risk with 1 ounce? It's nothing.
Yeah.
And then they can potentially get hooked by learning about the history of everything going on, because it's shady history.
Well, yeah, and I've sorry to kind of I'm gonna forget what I was saying
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
say
Go,
it
go,
now.
go.
But I've noticed, like, if you can, because there's silver for spot deals and different online dealers. Like, I've gotten people into stacking just from that. It's like, okay, well, it's a good price. They get into it once they have 10 ounces or whatever, 5 ounces, whatever they're getting. Like, they're usually not going to be stopping. Like, once somebody takes like those steps to actually go and buy it on their own, they usually don't stop, in my experience dealing with people. So, find whatever on findbullionprices.com. There's a bunch of different sites that have silver at spot deals now. How long those are going to last if prices keep going up, I don't know, because I've watched that change over years. But yeah. Like, if you can get people in at spot, just like, hey, just get this 5 ounce deal or this 10 ounce deal at spot. Put your tax returns into it, your tax refund. Put some of that into it, and more than likely, when they have that physical silver in hand, they're going to want more.
Yeah.
I've witnessed that I've got, proud to say, I've turned like 3 people into like pretty big stackers over the past 8 to 10 months or so, and I've got way more people than that to at least buy a little bit. So, and I'm always pushing that on people. Like, I think numbers is the biggest thing here, because there's only so much I can stack with my amount of money that I have. But if I can get 10 people to stack, that's going to have a much bigger impact in the long run. So
Hey, well,
that's
good
the
job.
thank you.
Good job
Yeah,
getting those people.
I'm always talking about silver.
It's
So,
an opportunity at the end of the day, silver,
oh
because
yeah.
it's been suppressed so long to keep industry supplied, military supplied, and the price relatively unvolatile, especially for military contracts. We're at a place where now the looming shortages, we have an opportunity for a generational wealth. If we can spread enough awareness of what's been going on, and it's an imperative to do so, gentlemen. If we're in an economic war, and don't mistake me, we are in an economic war with China right now. They are arbitrating a lot of silver moving to the west. That is a power issue. We are losing power every day with how much silver is going over to China. This has to stop. We have to, if the government is not going to buy silver for our strategic stockpile, it is imperative for Americans to store this away, and buy it before shit goes down. Honestly, because you're going to be the one supplying NVIDIA or Intel or other based companies that need the silver when shit hits the fan. And they will pay any price. So hold onto your silver until you're comfortable with the extreme price that they were willing to pay for this, because this is the time that we're heading towards. Mark my words.
Man, those are really good points. And I guess I just want to touch on a couple of those things. What Gigi Buan was saying, if less than 1% of the U.S. population is currently stacking, let's say it's 0.5%, and that's a really good idea. If people made that a challenge for themselves, like if everyone created 3 stackers, it would put a lot of pressure on the market. And I think that there's a lot of truth to it too. Like once somebody buys a little silver, it's like a good drug. It's like they're like, oh yeah, I want to get some more of this. So it's not bad for them to get addicted to it, but they do seem to start stacking. Maybe not heavy, and it wouldn't even need to be that much. Like IA had said, if it's 3 ounces, 5 ounces, whatever. If enough people all went out and got like 3 to 5 ounces, that would do the trick. And what you were talking about with the military demand, I mean, they're already projecting about a 200 billion supply deficit this year, and I don't even think that they're counting the military demand in that. So things are worse than it seems. And at this point, we're looking at how much is left in the crust. I mean, the end of the rope is in sight. And so I think that your point about this potentially being generational wealth, there's really something to that, and people should consider that.
Who knows how high that price can go? I feel like a collective motivation and getting out there, spreading the silver squeeze hashtag, spreading the awareness of silver, even if it's a little factoid, even if it's pointing somebody back to credible sources. It's important right now, even if it's a stupid freaking meme, and maybe even more importantly, if it's a stupid freaking meme, make it. We got an opportunity here that doesn't come twice. It's coming twice in a big way, and we got to seize. Carpe diem. Seize a day.
Yep, and when you're talking about the effectively the war we're in with China, which we are.
We're losing this war because our government is inept.
Yeah, and it goes beyond silver, but silver is a big component in military industry and other industries. And
this is the spice. Yeah,
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
To be quite honest, like I think our government is or like asleep at the wheel on this. It's kind of
a lot
creepy.
of people are. That's what we got to change.
Yeah.
This is this is humanity's super important task, and if we can't even do this, we don't deserve change in politics. Silver is the most important thing to our modern life. We couldn't have computers. We couldn't have memes, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Right.
We must protect the memes.
What about the waifus? Would they stay safe?
The waifus are a derivative of the memes.
Ah, you're right.
Everything is the meme. We must protect the meme.
That is true.
Yeah.
This is memes. This is the front line we cannot lose, and it's the weakness in their front line.
Yeah, or what am I gonna have to do? Draw my own waifus? I'm not gonna let it come to that. Like, that's gonna be horrible.
We need poor Asian people to draw our waifus. No more AI. It has to be slave labor at all times. But meme warfare is always slave labor, but it means something.
Not only does the Chinese Communist Party use slavery, they're taking all our silver.
Mm-hmm. They have the advantage, so we need to be Asian slaves, like Asian slaves. We need just to learn the martial art of meme and despotism, or whatever that word is. Despotism, whatever. Despotism. That's it. I had a meme shut down, but nevertheless, these are the tenets that we have to, the pillars that we have to put down in solid foundation. They cannot have our memes, gentlemen. It has to be do not pass.
I will fight to the
Yeah.
death
Yeah.
for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
All
as
day.
far as because we all know how important silver is to industry. I mean, it's the second most useful commodity in the world after crude oil. And I've always found it odd that like the average normie, like they know that oil is very important. It's used in everything, even if they don't know why. Like they know it's important. Silver, a very few, basically stackers know, and that's it. And I
Whether
find
it's
it
stackers
interesting.
or people that play real-time strategy games where you have to collect a resource and manage resources, it just seems obvious in that kind of context. Nations are built on the resources that they acquire and have access to, and if you do not have access to a certain resource, you're screwed.
Well, it,
Absolutely. And I
it
think
seems
India
very
is in on that too.
suspect to me that that knowledge is not commonplace.
I don't. Maybe it's because only certain people play video games, and specific people play these type of video games, or I don't know. I grew up playing chess. I grew up playing the game Risk. It's just like maybe a mindset that you have to have experience in, but I'm befuddled as well.
Oh, what were you gonna say there, Mountain?
Oh yeah. I mean, China, of course, is bleeding it all out, but I mean, India is too. In the first 2 months of this year, they think that they imported 2,932 tons of silver, and in all of 2023, they imported like 3,625 tons. So like, that's a huge uptick for them. And of course, they're doing all those things you're talking about. They're building their society. They're putting up solar power plants, all that kind of stuff.
People forget that, let's say, the 90s for China was very much a third world shithole. And in 30 years, they have modernized to the point where we've caught up with Americans' prosperity that took about 100 years. So there's a lot of resources going into this country, and they are not stopping. They have a long history, the long memory. It goes back to the Opium Wars when the Anglos fucked them over, and now they're going to fuck us over if we let them.
And the catalyst and the catalyst for the opium wars was what again? It was
Silver.
silver. Yeah,
This
always
is
goes back to
George
silver.
Lucas was very right when a good story is something that calls back to itself. It rhymes with itself. This is
It's
just
like
poetic
poetry.
irony, and it's going to kill us, and it's going to make our lives suck. Please don't let this happen.
Or let it
Yeah.
happen.
Right. And luckily, it's something where they've had the price suppression going on for so long. I don't know if you guys saw that, but what they think is that if silver was only traded on the COMEX, so only on the COMEX, the price would be like 20 cents an ounce or something. And if it was only traded outside of the paper derivatives market, they think it would be like $200 an ounce. So it's on
Yeah.
sale right now, and it's something that everybody can take advantage of. Skip a couple fast
Yeah.
food meals, get an ounce of silver.
Yeah,
Th-
silver is
We're
stupidly
like the
undervalued.
people that warned you about the coof before the coof actually existed. And then
Hmm.
you decided to go along with the mass hysteria or the people telling you no, and et cetera, et cetera. We're the people telling you buy, or, hold silver before everyone else will when it's too late. Don't wait till it's too late, in my opinion. Not financial advice, more so how advice on how to hurt the globalists. This is definitely
Yeah.
how to take out the globalists. Buy silver and
We're,
take away their resource.
yeah, we are certainly the schizos until we're not,
Mhm.
and that's how
Always.
this is going.
Elon Musk
Always.
is a piece of shit. I said it. He is literally
Oh
a piece of
no.
shit because he is an industrialist that wants to suppress the price of silver. There is no
Yeah,
reason why, he follows the people that he does, for unless you think about silver. and realize that there's other accounts out there, like the community Wall Street Silver X account, Twitter account, that talks about silver every day, and that's because it's run by a group of stackers that love silver and want to see silver rise. Silver squeeze is important. Elon Musk definitely does not agree.
No. The Wall Street Silver Twitter account that Elon Musk likes to push. What the purpose seems, aside from making money, but the grander purpose is to sow political discord in the West and to get us off our game. That's literally the point.
We are stronger than the tactics that they use to divide us, and silver is the most important resource, and it's worth everything to fight for its real price discovery. And its real price discovery is the most exciting thing, gentlemen, because I don't know. I can't estimate how high it should go because it's been suppressed so low. Its true price may be to the point where it's going to be unobtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to say where it could go from now.
In
And
our
I think you're
lifetime,
totally. Yeah,
it's scary.
I mean,
It's scary where it could go.
maybe even within the next 5 or 10 years or something. It's just so hard to say. And I think that's a good point. If you make chocolate chip cookies and you have an opportunity to help keep the price of chocolate down, so your cookies are more profitable, you're probably going to do that. And if you're making electric cars that need a lot of silver, it would help your bottom line if you keep the price of silver down.
That's across the board though. It's not just that. It's not just that industry. I mean, it's all industries that
Right.
require it. So, and then you see the awesome AI humanoid robots that are getting made, which 90% of them are probably dog shit, don't actually work. But
Yeah.
imagine a world where it's like Detroit Become Human or Pluto from Netflix, where I mean they're everywhere. You have more electronics than we. Think about this. We're gonna have more electronic shit than we currently have in like the next 5-10 years. It's probably gonna be triple the amount of electronic bullshit that we have, and they all need silver and copper and everything else. They need it all.
And this whole thing started with them removing it from the silver supply, which was how long ago? 40 years now? Or no, it's longer than that. 60 years since they did that.
Are you talking about the U.S. strategic reserves?
Well, this U.S.
Eliminate- took it out
strategic
of the
reserves
coin,
was depleted in 2002. I'm talking about the silver that was
coinage.
taken out of our money supply in 1964
The
onward.
coinage.
Yeah. Before that, after World War II, the UK owed us a bunch of silver, and we wouldn't take a cash equivalent as the United States. We took their silver. We took it right out of their people's money supply. We did the same thing for Pakistan. We did the same thing for India. Where did all that silver go, gentlemen? It went and disappeared. And now we're at
On
the
my
point where
phone.
we're dealing with that whole fallout.
Yeah, those are fucking warheads.
And I think the main thing is don't get trapped in the argument that silver should be money again. We are way past the ability with the amount of silver remaining to have a viable currency, unless we're putting grains, like little individual, like less than a gram of silver in coins in order to give them value. It wouldn't be feasible to scale out like a 90% or more silver coinage, just because we just don't have enough of it, in my opinion.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, what was the estimate of the above ground stockpiles if you were to divide it evenly among all humans, everybody get like a half ounce or something?
Yeah. We just don't have enough for this, and so you can't really be trapped into that argument. That's why they're even entertaining the idea of going back to gold, because we have so much of it. It was never really used in industry like silver has been because of the price, as well as the fact that it's just not as useful. It's yes, it's great for anti-corrosion. Say, take a CPU, you see the pins, they're all plated in gold, but underneath that it's silver, and the majority is silver. So we've been silently depleting silver way more than we've been depleting the gold reserves, and it's just not feasible to make silver and money anymore. So this is an opportunity to squeeze industry with a resource that they need, squeeze the globalists, squeeze the Agenda 2030 from the UN, squeeze all these plans by the Silicon Valley megalomaniacs. But it can't. It just will not work as money, in my opinion.
Well, also with the, the financial institutions that tamp silver that go along with this, that are all on board
Unless,
with
we
the
shut
global
down
homo
modern
stuff.
prosperity and technology, right? Can we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
without memes? I don't want to go without memes, so it just won't
Well,
work.
I mean, it goes further than that. It's like go without your fucking power grid working, go without your water system working. Like
Yeah,
all of this stuff is
purification, water
computerized.
purification, good.
Well, I mean, even beyond that, like everything is computerized. All of that stuff has silver in it. Like it's so fundamental to the running of a modern society that it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts to me that a commodity that's that valuable and that is that rare comparatively, where like per capita it's like definitely less than an ounce per head, is at the price that it's at. And yeah, I'm sure technology, as it gets better, they'll find ways to use less and less silver, but it's just
Maybe,
it's
but they've
it's
known.
still crazy undervalued.
They've
What do
known
they?
about global silver shortages since the 60s. That's why they took it out of our currency in the United States, because they needed it for the military. We have that documented now, that came to light. So that being the case, we're just in a danger zone because it never was mitigated. They had all this time to figure out ways to mitigate, and what happened? We just need to use more silver to make things efficient. So it's just going in the opposite direction.
Yeah. And the silver squeeze is very attainable to actually do, because I mean, if you look at 1980 with the Hunt brothers, that was like two guys. Granted, they were like
They were
some of the
billionaires
richest
at the
people.
time, and they
Yeah,
lost
but
their
if
shirt in the end, but they were
well,
two people. That was the problem.
yeah, exactly. It was two people. So if you split that up between 2% of the U.S. population, boom, easy. We could literally do it tomorrow. Like,
Oh, yeah, all this silver
We're
would
doing it
just
right
disappear.
now. There's no
Yeah.
tomorrow. We live
we
in this moment now.
And
you
yeah,
gotta
as
get
far as replacing
people
it
on
goes,
board.
what do they say graphene cost to make? Like 2,500 an ounce or something? Which my understanding is it has similar qualities to silver, but I mean, we're talking about a seriously expensive replacement. The price that it's at right now is just laughable. It makes no
Everything
sense.
they're doing is infeasible, and they're hoping for it to scale up in time, but it's not feasible right now. We're going towards pipe dreams just because it's a feel-good initiative.
Right.
Take for instance, not to get off the subject too much, but meat. They are inorganic meat that they're coming up with it with labs, and that is super expensive. They still can't get the price down. The Impossible Burger, the Beyond Meat
The
Burger, that's
best.
subsidized for that price by the government. If they didn't subsidize it, it would be quadruple the price. It would be infeasible for people to fucking choose.
I love seeing the warehouses when they do inspections on those, and they're always covered in mold. Like all that shit's like rotted as fuck.
At the end of
Oh,
the
that's
day, we're
crazy.
going to be switching to solar panels because people are stupid. Just like we switched to windmills because people were stupid. They don't work. These are feel-good technologies.
What? They last a good 4 years before they break down, and you have to rebuild it all.
They
again.
last even less if you're in Texas and you get a hailstorm that breaks 50,000 of them. Then you get another huge order to China and give all your money and prosperity away.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they're at the point yet where they're like that company is going to try and salvage the silver out of those before they landfill all those, or like where are the
there's no way.
companies at? Or are they just going to go bury all that shit? Like
They're too retarded, dude. They're not gonna do that.
that's what I'm thinking too.
That's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
You could go to the fucking the dump or the fucking landfill. You're gonna see all those paddles out there and shit.
But you're totally right. Yep, that's what I was
that-
thinking too. And you
That
know,
is the thing.
I
Go,
don't know
go.
with inflation where it would be now, but I had seen something a long time ago and it was saying that they thought silver would need to be $50 an ounce before it was efficient to start recycling it like en masse. And I don't even think that they're talking about landfills though. I think that that would be like if people were dropping off old computers at a place that would recycle it, you know. But yeah,
Yeah,
if you're digging it out of a landfill, yeah, that's not going to be cheap.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, you could. That's with these paper prices that is spot price. These fake, like fraudulent prices for silver, since we do not have mechanisms right now for true price discovery, unless you guys go spread the word of silver. Well, it's going to happen eventually, but
It's
yeah,
happening
basically
now. We live in the
yeah,
now. There is no more tomorrow. Silver squeeze is the time.
so everybody's asleep at the wheel. These companies are, because they could recycle it, and hold it for when that happens. But like you said, they're too retarded to do that, and also it's not economically feasible because everything's based off the paper price.
Jamie Dimon is listening to this right now. I know it,
Who
or he
who
will.
the hell is that?
He's the
He's
CEO
making
of
phone
J.P.
calls.
Morgan.
Oh, Jamie Dimon?
Figure out how to shadow ban
Oh.
this. Make sure no algorithm finds this.
Wait, we
Alright,
gotta drop
I
some
just-
keywords. Crypto. We got Elon, Eclipse, so that it gets picked up.
There you go. Yeah.
Bitcoin.
I would like to make it known that the Wall Street Silver X account that we have said eclipse. The silver will eclipse everything before Jamie Dimon came out with that quote in the news. That he said something about the eclipse that probably related to silver. I think it's all connected in a very tinfoil hat conspiratorial way. We're being listened to all the time.
I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
so. We are. Hey, we are coming up on our hour of jerking off. We must all jerk off. at the same
Autoerotic
time.
asphyxiation.
Yeah, we're all gonna use. We're all gonna squanch, basically, here in another 5-10 minutes.
I knew
wanna-
I brought my plumbus for a reason.
You did. So before I forget, I want to make sure we properly shill for GG and Mountain. So go ahead. Let's start with Mountain. Tell us what you've been working on. Tell us anything new you got scheduled coming up. Channel, all that shit.
Yeah, if you'd like to check me out on YouTube, it's Mountain Beyond Entertainment. I'm also on Twitter. As far as stuff in the works, nothing major right now. I just had an interview come out with the Silver Hermit. If you guys want to check it out, it's very informative. He's a really insightful guy. And yeah, I just appreciate being here and love this community.
Yep,
Beautiful.
Silver Hermit. He's the guy that made the billboards, isn't he?
Yep, that's Memtoil.
Yes.
Toils. Yes. That
He's a
That's
cool
correct.
guy.
he's super cool. He's smart as fuck. God, that guy's fucking smart. He's-
Yeah, great guy,
Yeah,
super
and-
smart.
Oh yeah. And okay, so my stuff, GG Bullion on Twitter, GG_Bullion on Twitter, on YouTube, just GG space Bullion, GG Bullion. Also, if you want to see me and Mountain Bullion Entertainment and the Silver Hermit, you can watch episode 1 of the GG Bullion podcast on YouTube. So as soon as this is done, everybody go watch that because episode 1 needs more views. And plus, yeah, so check that out. Like, subscribe, Max Schilling. Anyway,
Yeah.
as far as upcoming projects, maybe myself and Mountain Bullion Entertainment in like 2 weeks are recording an episode together.
That's right. We're
think
going to do
so.
another one.
So, and that'll be on my YouTube channel, so go subscribe.
Yep,
Just
silver
as
will
in-
likely be $30 by then.
Just
We'll have
as
that to talk about.
importantly, GG, how do people buy from you? That's what I want you to tell people.
Oh, DM me on Twitter or the Telegram group, which is shit.
Well,
Or
I'm
post
gonna,
on Reddit, and he will find you.
Yeah, if you go to my Twitter account, it's got all my social medias in the banner. Contact me on literally anything. Although I do have to do it poor. I have like no current inventory right now because demand has been way higher than I thought it would be. So that's probably not a great selling point, but I
But
will
hey,
be
they
doing a
sound
pour
like
pretty
hotcakes.
soon.
It's good. Yeah, that's good.
So, but yeah, basically just contact me on Twitter, Telegram. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff. Twitter's like the most central location right now. So just DM me on Twitter if you're interested, and you can be put on the list of pre-orders for the hexagons.
Yep. And remember that everything you make is considered art, and art has historically never been confiscated.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Art and jewelry. Very hard to get jewelry confiscated. Only a few countries have ever actually done that in the past. I mean, I guess the U.S. could be the first to major country to start confiscating jewelry, but probably not happening.
And
Yeah, I
thanks
mean,
to the creation of modern art, which can be said to be anything, if
Mhm.
you do have silver that is in bar form or generic form, maybe work out a deal with GG. He can turn it into art.
Yeah,
That's right.
I,
That's
I
right.
would be happy to do that. And yeah, like I totally forgot I was gonna say something, and my mind just completely blanked, and now I sound autistic, which I am. So
Yeah.
it
Well, we all
fits.
are. We all are. So it's no big
You're in
deal.
good
It's- you're in the tism zone, the Zoid void, as Angst would call it. Also follows
Yeah.
Schizoid Angst, everyone. Oh, beautiful man, beautiful man.
Yep.
Mhm.
If
Anything
he
else?
provides
Final?
free therapy for people that have autism and
Uh,
stuff.
well, not always free. Hook 'em up with something, a coffee. Or
If you are desperate, he will help you.
yes, he will help
Mm.
you. He will help
Maybe
you
give
with
him
all.
some silver.
Oh yeah, give him some fucking silver. He would love that. He won't know what
Yeah.
the fuck. He won't know what to do with it because he won't remember anything I tell him about it. But he'll appreciate it. I'll say that. He
It's
will
better than
definitely
giving him
appreciate
alcohol. That only encourages him.
it.
Mhm.
Angsty gets thirsty. It's not his fault. He's a thirsty boy. But
No, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say they're not gonna confiscate jewelry or silver or anything like that because we have guns, and that would not go well.
yeah, I would figure they would just tax the fuck out of it if
Yeah, it would
yeah.
be some weird shit that we'd be able to get around, or like at least I would be able to get around. I don't know, use your imaginations, but
There's always a way. There is always a way.
yeah.
So, any final words? Go ahead, illuminate it. Final words.
My final words are that we are in the moment of Silver Squeeze. Get out there on social media, spread the hashtag, spread the awareness, get on Reddit, make posts, make memes, and do your part to secure humanity's prosperity against these globalist fucks.
GG. Final words.
All right, I got three main points. Number one, congratulations to the person that won that bar that I poured. Number two, check out my YouTube channel, GG Bullion. Number three, and by far most important, go spread the word of silver stacking. Literally, after this live stream wraps up, go call one person you talk to or know IRL that doesn't stack. Go give them a phone call, text them, whatever. Ideally, multiple people,
Yeah, get
and
drunk
have a
and call people.
Yeah, do
yes.
that.
And I like have a serious conversation and get those fuckers stacking.
I love
Go
it.
do it.
Beautiful shilling, GG. I love it. And the call to action. Mountain. Final words.
I'll just reinforce what they were saying. I think if we all just kind of get in on this, I do think that the demand for physical silver will overpower the price suppression from the paper market. So the more the merrier. And it really is a good opportunity. Not financial advice. And yeah, check me out on YouTube, Mountain Bouillon Entertainment.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you everyone for coming to the NotABot contest, SDC, WSS live event. Damn, of the century, probably. I don't know. But thank you for coming in, everyone. Do all that shit that these guys were saying, probably. I don't know. We're not financial advisors. Don't fucking listen to us. But do fucking listen to us sometimes. Why not? What do you got to lose? Nothing. Nothing at all. Thank you all, everyone. And see ya fucks later.